Tammy?
Hustle in the building. LCMT. Sharp hustle.
Oh, ball on that.
LCMT. Sharp hustle. So you see it vivid, I frame the picture. I'm talking knees and rings. I ain't just hanging with you until we know I'll be a stranger with you. Change the game up.
Yeah, me too. We'll start that over. Yes.
Team hustle and build. LCMT. Sharp hustle. So you see it vivid, I frame the picture. I'm talking knees and rings. I ain't just hanging with you until we know I'll be a stranger with you. Change the game up, share my name with you. Hold me tight so them lanes won't get you. Smile, go through the pain with you. Lay and pray with you. Committed from the beginning, I'm staying with you. People can talk, but can they walk like this? I'm street, but rock a suit, I don't just talk like this. I'm real as they come, that's how I believe. Before I play games, I'll just leave you be. But I ain't going nowhere, it's all on me. So pick up the phone, look across the room, call on me. Promise, you'll never stall on me. I'll give all of me. Yeah, cause it's all on me. It's all on me. It's all on me. You ain't gotta worry, baby. We ain't gotta hurry, baby. It's all on me. It's all on me, girl. It's all on me. All you gotta do is ask. Baby, I got your back. It's all on me. Just call on me, girl. Call on me. I ain't looking for easy, I'm looking for peace. I was looking for you like you was looking for me. I'm on my grown man, prepared to be king. You can depend on me, and to be old, it depends on me. Where we go, I know, it depends on me. Better yet, it depends on we. Best foot forward, that's how I move. Everything to gain, ain't got shit to lose but you. I refuse anyone but you. And look, boo, we got shit to do, shit to move. For ourselves, number one, we got shit to prove. I can't predict your move. With my actions, I stick your move. So you can always call on me. Bet your bottom bucket's all on me. And we just beginning. But no matter what, we winning, we winning. Move with my actions, I stick and move. So you can always call on me. Bet your bottom bucket's all on me. And we just beginning. But no matter what, we winning, we winning, we winning. Baby, it's all on me.
How you doing? It's gonna come up real brief. Real brief. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time today. Play one more song. How are you guys doing today? A few people I got in here. Heavy stuff. Doing all right. Hey, Mandy.
I ain't gonna be able to repeat it. Yeah, you.
Sober. Open up the trunk now, open up the door.
You ain't gonna do that for me?
What you thought was yours.
I know what you like.
Maybe this is yours.
I can show you too.
Come on, girl, let's get it right, right,
I
right.
don't believe you.
Oh,
I'll holler at you.
let's get it right,
You
right.
ever seen a show we at a beach or something? Maybe at a pool looking like a peach or something. Make you wanna act a fool, maybe teach or something. Cause no rats even got the preacher jumping. Now I'm a simple kind of guy, I don't need a lot. No, I'm lying, ma, I want the world on the platter. So guess what matters when it comes to my boo? Her Italian matters. What's the matter with you? I care about what's on the net more than the beautiful breast. Without common intellect, and tell me what is the use? Our conversations after sex wouldn't be about sex. If you want that drama tip, then it's on to the next. If you want your grown woman, then I'm on your neck. And I will not settle for less. And to tell you the truth, I'm the best in the bed, in the streets, in the booth. And I'm choosing you, so tell me what to do.
Hey, little mama, pull that ass over. Pop it right here, cause I know you ain't sober. Open up the trunk now, open up the door. To the car, what you thought was yours. Girl, that's mine, and maybe this is yours. But only for the night, come on, girl, let's get it right, right,
Hey
right.
girl, let me tell you something. This is what happened.
Let's get it right, right.
Me, you, living room, on the couch. Candles lit, but all the other lights are out. I'm not the plumbing man, but I'm finna pull a pipe out. Don't like that dress no more, take it off right now. Hold on, bro, take it slow, cause I'ma tell you right now. All that OG got me feeling right now. The way you move them hips make me wanna bite down. Damn, girl, you're moving quick already in your nightgown. And yeah, the music's right, the melody is nice. Lay down, you're looking hot, let me cool you with this ice. Not the romantic type, see I know what you like. But fuck some Chardonnay, we'll sip some rock all night. And you know how to dress, lingerie all white. So far I'm impressed, must say you're alright. Fuck me a lady like tip the bottle till you walk around the house like a gypsy model. Hey,
Hey, little mama, pull that ass over. Pop it right here, cause I know you ain't sober. Open up the trunk now, open up the door. To the car, what you thought was yours. Girl, that's mine, and maybe this is yours. But only for the night, come on, girl, let's get it right, right, right. Oh, let's get it right, right, right.
let's get it right, little mama. I might be yours for the night, little mama. Let's get it right, little mama. I'll be yours for one night, no drama. Let's get it right, little mama. I might be yours for the night, little mama. Let's get it right, little mama. I'll be yours for one night, no drama.
Let's get it, get it right. We can do it, we can do it all night. Go hard until the sunrise. I'ma hit it right.
No lie, you with the right guy, I'm on Sherry. No lie, your beauty is very apparent. I recognize I'm in the presence of magnificence. I feel at home with you, so tell me where to pitch the tent. I get it, I promise I'ma hit it right. She said that nigga hit it once, but he did it right. One of a kind, bro, I can want it down, ya. I'm like a dog, I'm at my best when I'm behind ya.
Hey, little mama, pull that ass over. Pop it right here, cause I know you ain't sober. Open up the trunk now, open up the door. To the find what you thought was yours. Girl, that's mine, and maybe this is yours. But only for the night, come on, girl, let's get it right, right, right. Oh, let's get it right, right, right.
This is for the kids who die, black and white. For kids who will die certainly. The old and the rich will live on a while, as always, eating blood and gold, letting kids die. Kids will die in the swamps of Mississippi, organizing sharecroppers. Kids will die in the streets of Chicago, organizing workers. Kids will die in the orange groves of California, telling others to get together. Whites and Filipinos, Negroes and Mexicans, all kinds of kids will die who don't believe in lies and bribes and contentment and a lousy peace. Of course, the wise and the learned who pen editorials in the papers will live on weaving words to smother the kids who die. And the sleazy courts and the bribe-reaching police and the blood-loving generals and the money-loving preachers will all raise their hand kids who die, beating them with laws and clubs and bayonets and bullets to frighten the people. For the kids who die are like iron in the blood of the people. Listen, kids who die. Maybe now there will be no monument for you, except in our hearts. But the day will come. You are sure yourself that it is coming. When the marching feet of the masses will raise for you a living monument of love and joy and laughter, and black hands and white hands clasped as one, and a song that reaches the sky, the song of the life triumphant.
I'm trying, y'all. You see that? You see how? Boy. Sorry. So sorry. Hold on. God, I hate when stuff like that happens. It was deep poem, man. Sorry about that, you guys. We'll get back to it. We'll go back a little bit.
And joy and laughter, and black hands and white hands clasped as one, and a song that reaches the sky, the song of the life triumphant through the kids who die.
That was one poem called The Kids Who Die. Had a deep meaning to it. Sorry that it broke in the middle there. Give me a quick second. Turn it down, Tom.
Okay, my brothers, what's your first impression? Does the sight of us leave you guessing, or do you understand the stressing, the aggression, the look of no hope on my niggas' faces, like the Lord overlooked us when he handed down his graces? You see, embraces fall short on the numb tips of street entrepreneurial fingers, stuck in the walls of the project halls where the coke smell still lingers. External blingers is all we can be, because on the inside we've been given nothing to shine on. And the gig is harder to get than coke, so niggas get their grind on, because the TV tells us, aim high, nigga, make all goals lateral. But that takes paper that we don't have, so niggas put their souls up as collateral now. Some niggas reclaim them, some blame them, make an excuse to sell them. But when a nigga goes from not doing to doing, what can you tell him? Not to be a nigga? Shit, I got to be a nigga, that's how I pay the bills. And I'm gonna do that whether I got to sling this coke or exploit these rhyme skills. See, America makes you an opportunist, and at the same time, they institutionalize you. So the fact that niggas get these big record deals, big money, and then go to jail shouldn't surprise you. That's what lies do. And most of these guys do have raw talent, just infantile education. So the business feeds them all the weed and ecstasy and a little bit of paper to provide some pacification from all the bullshit frustration they serve you. Meanwhile, they corrupt your perception of what the real is. See, they taken all our businessmen and made them drug dealers. Took all our messengers, made them rappers just slapping their jaws, afraid to admit their treason. Took all our soldiers for the cause, made them killers for no reason and being fucked up. Well, that's in this season. So if you're negative, you're positive. And if you're positive, you're called a hater. But I maintain control of my soul because I know it gets greater later. And I told y'all the last show, I'm no hater. I just know what the truth is. I've been intertwining this pudding for a year now, so I know where the proof is. It lies in these Midtown Manhattan skyscrapers where former hustlers sign papers and do fucked up capers by 16 infamous stars at a time. Got them chopping and bagging and serving that shit to niggas 16 bars at a time. And the crime is undetectable by the feds because in the heads of our kids is where the track is. And the soul is so potent, so it's much more addictive than crack is. Now, the high is just an illusion, lies and confusion, but just for that rush, just wants these young bucks to go through it. So in essence, they're still flooding our streets with thugs, drugs, and killing. They're just using these record labels to do it. Taking our heartfelt demos, putting us in limos, trying to fuck up our direction. And most niggas is trained to chase money and pussy, so we fall victim to our own erection. Now, convincing ourselves that we're on our way somewhere where we're not going, but ignorance is bliss, and niggas love this, so niggas take pride in not knowing. We not growing. Nigga, I give a fuck how slick you flowing if you ain't showing these kids nothing or adding nothing positive to the earth. See, I've been destined to touch this world since the day I was born. To be honest, fuck a deal. God gives me what I'm worth.
All right. Pretty dope. All right, so like I said, I'm not gonna be up here long tonight. I'm gonna do a quick poem. Y'all know I like to do my stuff live, so and I'm gonna do it pretty quick. So what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna play one song. I'm gonna write my short poem during that song, and then I'm gonna do the poem.
She got her eyes on me, you know. Ain't no surprise to me. Right here with her hustle. She wanna be on the side of me. She knows. She thinks she can ride with me.
The way she wears them heels, yeah, it gives me chills. Her conversation right, she pays her own bills. Her appearance is flawless, she always keeps it real. She ain't just got beauty, this woman got skills. She acts like a lady, so I treat her like a queen. She perfect from her makeup to the way she fits the jeans. She holds it down, deserves the crown, and alright. Got a nigga beaming, it's gonna be a long night. I give a long pipe, I feel good about you, baby girl. We gon' get along, right? She'll like it if I do commit, I don't bite. Just speak from the heart, look, I don't write. I know nothing for certain, but I hope it go right. Just take a chance, we can make it take it slow, right? She likes when a man takes control, right? Jump, she gives it to me all night.
She got her eyes on me, cause she see a nigga sweat. Hey, she's
I'm off the transformer, by the way.
On the side of me, far from where she's at. She can ride with me, cause she know where it's at.
Much if I know I probably wouldn't know love. Sometimes it can hurt, but I'm glad she showed up. I'ma give her all my work, no reason to hold up. Cause her body got me thinking she's sponsored by Cola. She didn't earn herself a permanent seat when I rolled up. When I blow up, paparazzi gon' know her as Miss X Boogie the Beach. She ride like a coaster, she hot as a toaster. She shine like a Nova. Gold when the competition is not even over. See Sasha, I'm Hova. We hop in the Rover. We roll and don't stop cause nights get colder. When we separate, but it's like we sold up. Can't nothing come between, we tight like soda. In the can when you shake it up. I told ya, we ain't never breaking up sex cause we soldiers. Never let the other fall when we going through it all.
She got her eyes on me, cause she see a nigga swag. Ain't no surprise to me, I know where her mind's at. She wanna be on the side of me, far from where she's at. She thinks she can ride with me, cause she know where it's at.
I know sometimes relationships can get confusing. I ain't with the abusing, but you can do the choosing. And honestly, I don't like losing. Not even with the music, treat your body like a track and I abuse it. She wanna be my girl, step in my world. From a struggle to middle class to rock the pearls. We can get loaded together, ain't gotta call Earl. Which position hit the ball, girl? Hit the ball, girl.
time. Right here, my life. She know where I'm at. I'm right here, by the night. Right here, no matter what time. Right here, my life. She know where I'm at. I'm right here. You know where I'm at. I'm right here. I'm right here. You know where I'm at now.
Okay. All right. Again, remember I said it's not gonna be that long, and I wrote it just during that song there. This is called "Speak Life." Turn it down. Speak life. Watch your steps, because if action speaks louder than word, you're destined for death. With whatever you have left, just give whatever effort you have to our main purpose. Multiply life, but first you have to know what love is. Other than that, you're just creating more people, more mouths to feed, more people to teach, a little more evil. I just want to encourage you to have the courage to speak life, live life, walk life, talk life. It's a small price to pay for a positive reward. And I just want to leave you with these two positive words. Again, speak life. Thank you. Speak life. At this time, I want to send my condolences to, and I like to have that derived from YouTube. The reason why I wrote that poem, Speak Life, even though it's not a direct, it springs from that, because we are so negative here in this community. It's so negative out there in the world. It's so negative overall on YouTube. Sad the man couldn't have left the post and get only condolences and not have questions, but it's the nature of the beast that we have fed. Regardless of all that, let's take a moment of silence for Books, his family. Let's not ever speak on this issue because it's not ours, except if we're going to give condolences. So, starting right now, a quick moment of silence. And if you come across this video, just give him and his family a moment of silence, whether you know him or heard of him or not, along with the moment of silence that you'll endure here while listening to the video. Okay. That's heavy stuff. There's no loss like that, I don't believe. I haven't lost a child or a mother, but I believe those are the two most significant losses, that which brought you here and that which you brought here. And to have met the being and then it not be here is the most gut-wrenching rejection you could feel from the universe. And so I just try and put myself in a person's shoes, and that is something too tough to fathom. So my condolences to the family, to the man, to the lady who endured 9 to 10 months of pregnancy, not to have the reward from it is in my prayers, man. And I use the term "everything happens for a reason" loosely in some issues, but I wouldn't use it with this issue. However, I do hope that another opportunity arises for you, Books, and the lady that you have chosen to mate with, for you guys to have another opportunity at bringing another child into the world. You can't replace, and again, you can't look at like everything happens for a reason. There's nothing you could really get positive out of this. Um, but one thing is for sure, there are some people who won't dive into your personal and just say my condolences, just put ourselves in your position and only speak from that point of view, without you having to question. So if you ever run across this video, you'll know that there's a small group of people that only care about the human side of you in regards the child you've lost and nothing more. And so I hope that if you do come back to YouTube, you run across videos that make you feel human, to say the least, because we have a innate ability in this community to shred people and rip people apart and be, by all accounts, plain fucking nosy. Because we have rights don't mean it's right to exercise them right now in this situation, figure of speech. And just because you can sit behind a telecommunicative device and spit out and spill out your opinion, be it question form or not, doesn't make it right. So hopefully we learn from this. Hopefully the community grows from this. And like I said, I've seen a lot of growth. Most platforms are turning more positive. Some platforms are disappearing because positivity has crept in. So let's keep that going, and let's not at all use the situation as a martyr for the community, but let it be an example of stay in your lane. Let YouTube life be YouTube life, and people's personal life remain their personal lives. And be adults. I've said this from day one. Let's be adults about what we tune into, what we spill out, what we allow to come in to our systems. Our existing world and our social media world would be a lot better place if we took not just advantage, but if we took being adult by the reins and said, look, I'm going to be the best adult woman, man I could be. Everywhere I'm at, people will see, hear, speak positivity, or I'll just be an observer. Our opinion, just because we have one, hardly matters, but everybody has to spew out how they feel. Peace, positivity, and poetry. Glad people are jumping on the positive peace train. I wish you could have took a hold earlier, but I'm glad to be a part of something that exists. It always existed. And hopefully we can bring a few more people over and have poetry parties, peace, positive poetry parties, and share what we do here on this smaller scale. But to sum all that I said up, I'll always stay in my lane, give credit where it's due, condolences whenever it's due, and stay on what I've been on. Evidently, my growth is not supposed to come from this community. Here you go, son. Put that back down. My growth isn't supposed to come from this community, but I recognize where I'm from, where I derived from. And I still feel like there's some people in this community that could help my idea of existing here grow and me there. So that's why I kind of peek my head in here and there and speak on things that I feel Sean should speak on. And other than that, stay in my lane, like a country highway, a one road country highway. Just that. So with that being said, you guys, there's only so many condolences we can give to one situation, but just keep them in your heart, keep them in your prayers, because that one situation could be lifelong devastating for some people, especially the lady who was carrying the baby. And you don't know, the toughest man when it comes to his child, you hit the softest and most vulnerable spots. just seeing him with his pre-existing child. He's a dad. He's a father. This hurts. And if somebody has anything to say outside of that in regards to Boogie's and his situation, on his behalf, fuck you. On his behalf, grow the hell up. On his behalf, shut up and observe, or be a man or a woman about the situation. That's my take on it. And with that being said, if they not saying what's right and you know you doing and saying what's right, okay? Good night, you guys. Thank you for tuning in to me. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't. I know I say it all the time, but I'm not in a rush to grow the channel by myself. But I do have some things in the works that will propel my message of peace, positivity, and poetry. Invite you places, I'll invite you places. But please, I'm asking you ladies to rock with me. Share it. You got Facebook pages. Hit the share little icon, put it on your page. If you like it, hit the like. If you love it, share it. And that's it. Thank you. Appreciate you. I love you all. Every day is a new day and another day to count, because some people don't get an opportunity to have a day. They don't get the opportunity to have a life. You have one. Make sure every time you complain, think about what you don't have. Think about the life you do have. Think about the things you do have. Be positive, be grateful, but also be faithful, which takes work. Good night. Much love. Peace, positivity, and poetry. What they say about me. I'm getting this money. Fuck what they say. Fuck what they say about me. Fuck what they say. Fuck what they say about me. Fuck what they say about me. I'm getting this money. Fuck what they say. Fuck what they say about me. Mark my words. I told y'all about a month and a half ago that positive is coming. Y'all have seen some major transformations, especially in some of the channel holders. You've seen transformations. You've seen people disappear. You've seen people follow suit, kind of change their way and come, but watch what happens in this next month or two. This next month or two, the community in which we started is going to look vastly different. Get excited a little bit for a new fresh breath of air and when you spend your time. I feel a few positive things on the horizon. So just stay tuned, stay locked in, stay growing, stay progressive, stay peaceful, stay positive. Stay tuning into my poetry. Have a lovely night. Good night.